Should I take this job? Is this the right career move? Do I belong in this industry? These are all career decisions that can feel overwhelming. But what if you already have a built-in navigation system that you are not fully using? Hey y'all, I'm Georgia Wolfe-Samuels, CPA turned career strategist and personal branding coach. And in this final episode of Surprising Tools That Actually Help You Advance Your Career, we're exploring how your core values aren't just personal beliefs. They're actually professional decision-making tools, and they can power your career. Because here's the thing, when you know what matters most to you, you will make choices that lead to not just success, but fulfillment and well-being. I used to make career decisions the way most people do, based on what looked impressive, what paid well, or what others expected of me. And I spent years climbing the ladder in public accounting, got my CPA license, paid my dues to countless busy seasons, worked my way up to senior manager, and the next logical step was partnership. Everyone expected it. I had invested years, time, and money into this career path. I was a licensed CPA who had proven herself through the grind. Partnership was the next. It was a traditional path for someone who stayed in public accounting, and it's what I was supposed to want. But something felt off. I couldn't shake the nagging feeling that pursuing partnership would take me further from who I was becoming and not closer to it. For the first time in my career, I asked myself a different question. Does this align with what I actually value? And that's when I realized I've been building a career based on external expectations rather than my own internal compass. I was actually chasing validation instead of alignment. And so I decided that partnership was not for me. Yes, that was a big decision. And I'd ended up pivoting away from the traditional path and waited for an opportunity that honored what mattered most to me. And what mattered most to me is, of course, impact, authenticity, family, and the freedom to expand into other ventures, including helping other women navigate their own career journeys. So don't get me wrong, there is impact in what I was doing before. Public accounting is very rewarding, but I just wanted to expand my impact on a wider scale. And pivoting is what would have allowed me to do so. So my decision to pivot led me to where I am today, creating this series for you. It wasn't just a career pivot. It was the beginning of building a life that felt like mine and that feels purposeful. The reality is that in today's working world, most professionals make major career decisions based primarily on salary, title, status, or external factors that look impressive but often don't lead to long-term satisfaction. Meanwhile, when your personal values align with your work environment and the work that you do, that's when you experience real career fulfillment. And let's not even talk about sustainable success. Yet, most professionals can clearly articulate their core values or explain how those values should inform their career choices. This is a practical career challenge with real consequences. Because when your work and values don't align, you experience this persistent sense that something is off, even when everything appears successful on paper. And this disconnect often affects your happiness. It impacts your energy. It impacts your engagement, both at work, even your personal relationships as well. It impacts your creativity and ultimately your career advancement and overall well-being. So the shift then occurs when we stop making career decisions primarily based on external metrics and we start evaluating opportunities through the lens of our core values. Yes, considerations such as compensation, are important, but it is also important to recognize that material success can come at the cost of what matters most to you. And while not all career opportunities need to perfectly align with every value, understanding your values helps you make conscious trade offs rather than unconscious compromises. It means shifting from what looks most impressive to what feels most aligned, from chasing validation to pursuing resonance, and from building a career that others admire to actually creating one that genuinely reflects who you are and what you believe in. I strongly believe that when you are clear on your values and they are a key part of your career strategy, then you will start to experience some powerful shifts in how you navigate your professional life. First, decision making becomes so much clearer. When your values are clear, complex career decisions become simpler. You develop the internal compass that cuts through confusion and helps you evaluate opportunities based on what truly matters to you, not just what looks good on paper or what others expect. I can't tell you how many times my values have helped me make decisions that seemed risky but felt right. When you know what you stand for, you can stand firm in your choices. Second, you get better at setting boundaries. Clear values help you determine where to invest your energy and where to create limits. Instead of saying yes to everything or burning out trying to meet every expectation, you can confidently prioritize what aligns with your core values and release what doesn't without the guilt, right? And here's what I find most powerful. When you operate from your values, you develop this authentic presence that people can sense. They are drawn to those who stand for something and consistently live by clear principles. When your actions align with your values, you develop a congruence that others sense and respect. This creates the foundation for genuine leadership influence regardless of your formal position. Here is why this matters for you. Clarity on your core values isn't luxury for when your career settles down. It's what prevents you from building a successful career that feels empty once you have arrived. And in today's working world where change is constant and career paths are increasingly nonlinear, your core values provide a continuity and coherence that keep you grounded amid uncertainty. For women building careers, especially women of color, clarity on your values becomes even more critical. It helps you distinguish between legitimate growth challenges and environments that fundamentally don't align with who you are. Now, it doesn't guarantee that every workplace will honor your values or that you will never face difficult trade-offs, because the reality is that navigating corporate spaces often requires compromise. But when you're clear on your values, you make conscious choices about those compromises rather than the unconscious ones. You know what you're trading off and you know why, and you can course correct when the cost becomes too high. The power of the values-based career navigation is that it transforms difficult choices into clear decisions. So as we close the series, I want you to think about the journey that we've taken together. We started the series with strength awareness, discovering your natural talents and leveraging them strategically. We explored therapeutic insights, understanding how personal growth unlocks professional potential. We examined financial confidence, recognizing how your relationship with money impacts your career options. We discussed personal branding, learning to express your authentic self strategically in professional spaces. We mastered the language of advocacy, both for your contributions and in the face of bias and microaggressions. Let's minus the micro. In the space of aggressions, right? There's nothing micro about aggressions. And now we're ending with core values, your internal navigation system for all the decisions along the way. These aren't just random career tools. I promise you, they work together to create a comprehensive approach to building a career that's both successful and deeply fulfilling for you. When you know your strengths, when you heal your limitations, when you build your financial foundation, when you express your authentic brand, when you advocate for your value, and when you stay aligned with your core values, you don't just advance your career, you transform it. So as you continue your career journey, here's what I want you to know. I want you to keep top of mind that the most powerful career tools are the ones that everyone talks about. They're not on your resume or your LinkedIn profile. They're actually within you. Your strengths, your healing, your financial wisdom, your authentic brand, your advocacy skills, and your values. These tools don't just help you advance your career authentically, they help you build a ladder that leads somewhere you actually want to go. So, thank you for joining me on this journey through the series, Surprising Tools That Actually Help You Advance Your Career. If these episodes have provided value, please like, subscribe, and share with someone who might benefit from this unconventional approach to career advancement. You can connect with me at www.georgiawolfsamuels.com, and I will include all the links, all my contact links in the description below. And before we part, keep front and center that the most fulfilling career isn't about becoming someone else. It's about becoming more fully yourself in professional spaces that honor and amplify who you are. So until next time, keep building your career.